Welcome. This is Cryptomorphy. Today, we're going to discuss whether or not crypto is dead. This is an even more important question due to the recent collapse of mammoth crypto exchange FTX. Crypto has already been in a bear market for a number of months. Bitcoin already down from a $66,000 high to $16,000, and most other cryptos are down significantly as well. Many people are very nervous about this crypto bear market, and it also makes many think that the regulation is not enough because of the FTX debacle. From all appearances, most people who have invested anything in the FTX exchange should consider it a total loss. And this is despite the great popularity of FTX. Meanwhile, the SEC has been all over XRP for the last 2 years in the drawn-out lawsuit. Where was all of this regulatory oversight when it came to FTX? Is this a case of selective enforcement? It seems very suspicious. Now, do you think crypto is dead? I don't, because of various factors. The most critical issue is that fiat currency in the current banking system is a relic of the industrial era. But today, we are actually in the post-information age, or the communications era. And for this era of high-tech development, Web 3.0, the Internet, the World Wide Web, social media, and other technological innovations, we require a monetary system designed for this era. The current banking and financial system was designed for the industrial era. What makes crypto so special? 1. Crypto is independent of the system. Since crypto is not really a part of the current financial system, it has the ability to be independent of the system. The central bankers don't currently have the ability to manipulate the system the way they manipulate the fractional reserve banking system. This is one of the things that central planners absolutely hate about crypto. They're used to having their cheat codes. Crypto takes that away. 2. Crypto is or can be made to be 100% transparent. Crypto is transparent in the manner in which all financial transactions are logged on the blockchain or ledger. Even though transactions are pseudo-anonymous, they can still be analyzed and people performing transactions identified through the use of forensic blockchain analysis. The current banking system is not public knowledge, especially the OTC markets and their associated transactions. 3. Crypto requires no intermediaries. Crypto doesn't require financial intermediation, which is a term for bankers and banks that facilitate financial transactions. This adds expense and delays to transactions. Some financial transactions can be delayed for days, and depending on the size of the transaction, can cost thousands of dollars. Those expenses aren't incurred when using cryptocurrencies. 4. Crypto can be used to support and create independence and freedom. Crypto is pseudo-anonymous. It can be used to help people be free of big bank manipulation, which is performed by theft of purchasing power by those who control the fractional reserve banking system. Even though the theft is invisible to most, you can see the results of the theft by the prices of our products and services exploding over the years. Back in the 70s, the average house price in the United States was around $38,000. The average price of a house in 2021 is now $348,000. That's nearly a 10 times price increase, which implies that the US dollar has lost 90% of its value. As another example, the average price of a new car in 1970 was around $3,500. The average price of a new car in 2022 was $48,000, which is another shocking increase. 5. Crypto can reduce or even eliminate most of the fraud and crime inherent in the fractional reserve banking system. Because of the transparency and defined limits of the crypto banking system, for at least some crypto tokens, the amount of fraud and theft, even performed by central banks, can be eliminated. Fractional reserve banking has worked to make commerce much more efficient, there's no doubt. Unfortunately, the currency is simply not a good store of value anymore. And this is reflected in the very high amounts of inflation. Inflation is simply a euphemism for theft, as discussed previously. The spending power of the currency is stolen from average people and given to the bankers and their cronies. The theft is undetected by most people. But since the advent of the internet, more and more people are becoming aware of this. As powerful and as useful as cryptocurrencies can be, there are also some problems associated with it. Nothing is perfect, and even though there are some powerful positives associated with crypto, there are also some problems and issues with it as well. 1. Crypto can be used to institute a totalitarian control grid over the people. This is because crypto records every single transaction on the blockchain. That's a treasure trove of information out there. Even though most cryptos are pseudo-anonymous, forensic blockchain analysis can identify most people associated with transactions. It can be even worse if the governments institute CBDCs, which stands for Central Bank Digital Currencies, which I'll talk about later. 2. Crypto records every transaction ever performed using that particular cryptocurrency, either on the blockchain or the distributed ledger. As discussed before, if you ever become a person of interest, they will figure out how to find your transaction history and analyze it. This will divulge virtually every detail of your public and private life. If they can know everything that you buy and when, that's very powerful information that can be used against you in numerous ways that can't really even be predicted. Minority Report problems instantly come to mind. 3. Crypto can be tracked and is probably a dream come true for oligarchs, tyrants, and other proponents of centralized power. Imagine the power that oligarchs, tyrants, and other types of control freaks would have over you if they had all your financial, social, and behavioral information. It's pretty bad already with Google and other internet advertisers profiling you psychologically, socially, emotionally, financially, etc. They suck up all of your internet browsing history, location history, social media posts, and more. Google's cookies are essentially spyware that track you everywhere you go and everything you do online and in the real world. Now imagine what will happen when the governments team up with the crypto companies, and that's only if you think they're independent right now, which probably isn't even the case. 4. Crypto can be used as a critical part of the social credit score, total control grid over people. If you thought things were bad already, hold that thought, because if you add the social credit score mechanism to the mix, things look even worse. If they start tying your behavior to how much access you have to your freedoms, this could very easily be turned into a totalitarian control system over all people in society who are plugged in. If you do anything that your government and or corporate masters deem bad, they can reduce, curtail, or eliminate your access to virtually any resource, service, or product that you want. This is very terrifying, and I wouldn't put it past the powers that be to wield this power with vicious brutality. There's a long list of brutality performed by governments on their citizens throughout history, so don't think it can't happen again. 5. CBDCs would be the most powerful control mechanism that governments could ever wield over its citizens. It seems that people in government always want as much power over the people as they can possibly get. It's almost axiomatic. CBDCs seem to be exactly the opposite of what crypto is about in relation to defending the people's freedom, justice, and the right to be left alone. CBDCs could be the mechanism through which government finally gets to micromanage the lives of all citizens. There's no way that government should be given control over anything with this massive potential for abuse. 6. Cryptocurrency is rife with fraud and scams. Cryptocurrency scammers have stolen over $1 billion from victims since 2021, as reported by the Federal Trade Commission. This means that the cryptocurrency world can be dangerous to your wealth if you aren't vigilant. Some of the common crypto scams are Bitcoin investment schemes, rug pull scams, romance scams, phishing scams, man-in-the-middle attacks, ICOs, also known as initial coin offerings, social media cryptocurrency giveaway scams, Ponzi schemes, fake cryptocurrency exchanges, employment offers, and fraudulent employees. Make sure that you protect yourself from scams and fraud by protecting your digital wallets by using strong passwords, and preferably use a password manager. Use only secured connections or VPNs, and make sure to keep your private wallet keys, passwords, and passphrases protected. Never give anyone your recovery phrase for any reason. With all that said, I believe that crypto is here to stay. It's a foregone conclusion. It's simply more efficient and effective than fiat currency, paper currency, or even the credit system. It has so many more capabilities and possibilities than dumb currencies that there is no comparison, much like the difference between a horse and buggy versus an automobile. There will be a process for switching over the systems though. There will be growing pains, hiccups, and problems. But we know that human ingenuity will eventually prevail. The problem is that it is unclear whether cryptocurrency will be used as a tool to create freedom from oppression and honesty in banking, or whether it will be the ultimate tool used to subjugate, control, and enslave humanity. The potential for either one of these outcomes is within the realm of possibility. Even in the case of the latter outcome, it's probable that people will still figure out a way to seek and create freedom in spite of all the threats and possibilities of technological control over humanity. It's critical for more people to watch the path of development of cryptocurrency and technology. We cannot leave this to chance. What's happening is that the oligarchs and/or leaders of society already have a plan that they're seeking to implement, and they're not looking for any input from the masses. That's the bottom line. Thanks for watching. We'll talk more about crypto issues tomorrow. Let me know what you think, or if you have any ideas, questions, or comments about this. And make sure that you do your own due diligence. It can get dangerous out there. Take care.